Hello everyone, LRon here with part 68 of my Total Terraria World Annihilation. So, you've probably noticed by now that I'm trying something out. I've got four Terrarias going at the same time. So, here is how it works. The top left that one is the first one of the entire cohort, and then top right is the second one, so that's the 10 minutes immediately following it, and then bottom left is the third 10-minute period, and then bottom right is the fourth one. And so then in the next video, the one marked as 1 would be the fifth one, and so on and so forth. So I'm guessing at some point I will be talking about specific cameras. So that is the naming convention, and I am going to drop the filter now because I'm guessing you guys get the idea. So funny enough, this is something I had been meaning to experiment with at some point, but my hand was kind of forced in the matter this time around. So it kind of worked out, I guess. Um, so in the week or so leading up to Leap Day, I got myself into a almost a month-long avolition slump. Um, Avolition is a symptom that is part of my schizophrenia that will kind of come and go. But basically, it boils down to the inability to pursue meaningful tasks. And so basically, it's kind of like lack of motivation to the highest degree. Um, so during this time, I ended up watching a ton of Netflix because I wasn't motivated to go out and make progress on all the backlog of games that I, need to go and get trophies for and whatnot. And so, I've basically binged watch full seasons in, like a matter of days and that kind of stuff. And um, luckily, Terraria was, pretty, you know, mundane and, not really thought of as a meaningful task at this particular period of time. So I was able to get 10 hours worth of Terraria done through this period of lack of productivity. But then there came the problem. Um, Once I got out of my episode of Avolition and had motivation to actually do something with this 10 hours of content, I was stuck with 10 hours of content. And as I've mentioned in some of the recent cohorts, usually things work out better when my cohorts are relatively short. Like 3 to 5 episodes is probably the sweet spot, especially if I've got something to say. Um, but even that feels long if I had just came out of a cohort and don't really have anything to talk about. So it just generally made sense to give the four screens a try. Um, the preview on Vegas is ungodly small to begin with, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out once I properly render it, but I'm hoping it's all legible. I mean, I generally get the idea of what's going on in all four of these screens, even with this crappy 341 by 92 by 192 preview. So that's generally giving me high hopes that this will work out. And towards the end of this cohort, kind of when I was on the fence between still being in abolition mode and um, kind of testing the waters of being compelled and motivated to do stuff again, um, I went on the ambitious undertaking of tackling the lava problem down in the underworld. And the solution I came up with at the time was honey, and honey moves ungodly slow, so even with infinite generators of honey, it's gonna take forever to do that. So um, I'm likely going to have future cohorts be dedicated towards cleaning out the underworld and have both the videos themselves be at 4x speed and have four of them on the screen simultaneously, because if I don't do that, this project is going to be ungodly longer than any of us were hoping for. I mean, it already is extending well beyond my estimations, and that Lavas business, I was expecting that to go faster as well. I will admit now that a lot of the stuff that I've been doing in that effort um, could be optimized a lot better, and I also have been kind of Jewing out on the materials. I could be producing more pumps. I can make the staircases be more efficient. Um, so probably in the next cohort, I'm going to try a colossal staircase and see if I can essentially produce an ocean out of one block with water. Um, this would be a colossal staircase, so uh, we'll see. I mean, it's it shouldn't take that long to make that particular staircase, and it should be easy to clean up if it's not going to work out too good. But in any case, I do need to optimize stuff there. I'll talk more about that when one of the video feeds actually starts showing that content. And spoiler alert, towards the end of the cohort, I will fight all three mechanical bosses simultaneously and earn that achievement, because I have not done that yet. So that is certainly something to look forward to. I do break the monotony a bit by doing that. And we should probably be grateful that I was able to find the um, let's see, what would the word be? Let's call it resolve. So let's just be glad that I found the resolve to do something meaningful during that period of time, because frankly, I wouldn't even have anything recorded by now. Probably without that. That's probably not true. I probably would have had a standard cohort at some point by now, in the absence of abolition. But this is a metric shit ton of content, so at least there's that. So I will see you next video.